afternoon, and thank you for coming to hear about our company, Jai Aesthetics, and our product portfolio. My name is Amy Batra, and I'm a co-founder and CEO of Jai Aesthetics. Today, we're going to talk to you guys about the face mask and beauty industry. So I have a question. How many people in the audience have done a face mask? Well, I would love to see men do that. It's fantastic. That's wonderful. You've heard of them, and you guys have all done them. That raised their hands. So for those who don't know about face masks and never heard of them, your wife, your sister, your mother, your aunt, they have. The face mask market is booming. It is one of the biggest trends in the beauty industry in 2019, with expected revenues of $550 million by 2024. And what I find really amazing about this market is that the vast majority of these masks don't work. We'll get into that in a second, okay? Today, my business partner, Janet Chan, and I will review the opportunity to invest in a company that is developing, manufacturing, and commercializing unique and disruptive products in a fast-growing industry. Oh, thanks. I'm using my own computer. Sorry, guys. So face masks are used in both the professional clinical setting as well as at home. In the professional space, there are 3 million facial procedures like Botox and microneedling done every year. And many of these procedures are painful before, during, and after. And all of these procedures are amenable to a better pre- and post-treatment treatment protocol. In the consumer space, approximately 68 million masks will be sold in a year in 2024. The current market is fragmented with little differentiation. Because traditional masks lay on the top of the skin, they do not deliver ingredients below the surface, and therefore they are messy and ineffective. In there lies the unmet need that Jai Aesthetics will address. So you can see from this first picture, that's in a professional setting where they're actually applying topical lidocaine prior to procedure and including it with saran wrap, something you find in the kitchen. And below is a typical face mask that you would find a consumer would buy. Our innovation is applying transdermal delivery technology to the face mask market. And you can see our beautiful daughter Jaya here with our prototype on. So our goal is to disrupt the face mask market by applying the transdermal technology in the medical space to the face mask in the world of beauty. Our mask will deliver ingredients beneath the skin, addressing the issues at their source. So Jai Aesthetics will launch the first transdermal mask in beauty, providing the most effective face mask in the market. Active ingredients will actively be delivered below the skin and addressing the issues such as hyperpigmentation and acne, which plague many people and cannot be treated at the level of the epidermis. The reason the traditional face masks do not work is they are primarily water-based and they're put on top of skin. Well, skin is hydrophobic. That means it doesn't like water. So all those wonderful ingredients that they're putting in the mask is for naught because it's simply lying on the top of the skin. Transdermal delivery technology in face mask is superior to all others. It includes the skin more effectively, allowing the ingredients to penetrate below the dermis, does not require any preservatives, and it fits well on the face. We can't say the same for traditional masks. So we're excited about this part because our partner in transdermal delivery is Green Street Pharma. So Frank Jones, Bill Nixon are in the audience. Thank you guys. So it's another company located here in the Biotech Center, another excellent example of collaboration within this community. So we are currently in active product development and testing. And I'm going to turn this over to Janet, who is a marketing expert and a guru in the beauty industry. She worked with the biggest companies, Revlon, L'Oreal, Maybelline, and she's going to share information about the market, the opportunity, how we're going to disrupt it, and our breakthrough. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I am so excited to share with you why the skincare mask market is the place to be. So, masks are huge. Women simply love it. Some women will go into a store, buy 20 different types of masks, take it all home, and try on a different one each night. And this is true. I see the women in the audience nodding. It is a really hot space. And within the competitive landscape, we have luxe skincare brands like Lancome. We have mass skincare brands like Neutrogena. We have this emerging area of K-beauty, which stands for Korean beauty. These are Korean skincare markets that have emerged in the United States, driven by social media. We have cosmeceuticals, which are derm-developed brands. And then we have the professional space, which are products that are sold in dermatology practices. We will compete in the cosmeceutical space and professional space, which is less crowded, and it also allows us to differentiate ourselves based on our transdermal technology. What's really important to note is that on this entire competitive landscape, no competitor offers a transdermal delivery mask. We will be the first ones to do so. So our business model is to target both the professional market and the consumer market with our transdermal masks. In the professional space, our mask is complementary to the dermatology procedures and certain plastic surgery procedures. So when a woman is coming in and getting a procedure that costs $3,000 to $4,000 and her face is just burning afterwards, this is where we come in with our prep and post masks. In the consumer space, we will sell directly to consumers via our e-commerce site, through Amazon, drugstores, and through specialty retailers like Ulta and Sephora. We are taking a phased approach to our product portfolio. We are going to target the professional space first in phase 1. And this is where we can leverage our extensive relationships and our track record to help us generate revenue immediately. So what we will do is we will work with medical device manufacturers to distribute our products in dermatology offices. In phase 2, we expand into the consumer space, and this is where the volume is and where the scale is. Here, we will market and we will build our brand and build our distribution in the consumer channels. So how do we win in the consumer marketing space? Well, fortunately, I have a lot of experience in this space. I've launched over 30 plus consumer products with large brands like L'Oreal, Maybelline, and Revlon, and I've also launched some beauty brands as well. In this space, social media is key. So we will have a marketing campaign that focuses on why transdermal is better. We will use expert testimonials from dermatologists and professional users, how-to videos, viral marketing campaigns, as well as experiential activations that really showcase why this product is better. Here's a quick view of our launch timeline. So we're currently in product development phase. At the end of that, in August, we will be filing for IP patents. Then we will do a scale-up and a small batch production with plans to launch into the professional market in the fall. Beginning in 2020, we expand into the consumer space. And here we will launch our website, do our digital marketing efforts, and then in the back half of 2020, we'll launch into the beauty retailers like Ulta and Sephora. So you may be asking yourself, why invest in beauty? Well, beauty is big. $1.6 billion of private equity was invested into the beauty sector between 2015 and 2017. There are strong valuations and pretty healthy exits. So as an example, Glossier, it's an indie startup beauty brand. It had a $1.2 billion valuation on about $100 million of revenues in 2019. Some exit examples, IT Cosmetics sold to L'Oreal for $1.2 billion on about $200 million of revenues. So our goal as Gaia Aesthetics is to be the next big indie brand story. This is just a quick picture of our financial overview, lots of numbers, I won't get into it in detail, but suffice to say that we are planning to be an almost $40 million business by 2023, and what is great about the beauty industry are attractive margins. So we are looking at gross margins in the 80% and operating margins in the 40%. We are currently seeking $275,000 in initial seed capital. This will go towards cost of goods, inventory building, IP, patents, launching our consumer website, and then of course marketing costs for both the professional and the consumer side. We are led by an experienced team as well as a team advisory board. So between Amy and myself, 40 plus years of marketing experience. Our advisory board has experts in pharmaceutical, transdermal, and IP, and we're working with renowned dermatologists to actually develop the product formulas. So you may be asking yourself, why invest in Gaia Aesthetics? We really appreciate the opportunity to present to this audience. You probably don't see a lot of beauty companies coming through here, but this is a really disruptive innovation in a growing market. We are effectively offering pharmaceutical-grade products to a very enthusiastic beauty consumer. There is no pre-market approval of products or ingredients in the beauty space. It's a cash pay market with no reimbursement or insurance concerns, relatively low risk, short time to market. As I mentioned, we are ready to go in the fall. Attractive margins. We are led by an experienced team. And finally, we are working with our partners here in the Biotech Center, Green Street PHARMA, which has extensive experience in the pharmaceutical and transdermal space. Okay, you know what, Jen? We forgot one important thing. Oh, yes, you want to share?
Yeah, we have late breaking and really exciting news. Seriously, just yesterday, we got a significant investment from a strategic partner in the medical device space, along with a commitment to purchase up to 15,000 masks per month upon their 510K approval. So, excited and enthusiastic, and we think that we have a lot to look forward to in the very near future. And I would be remiss if I did not thank Dr. Block and everyone that helped at the Biotech Center to get this set up, for allowing us to be here. I know we're not what you're used to seeing, but nonetheless, we're very blessed and thankful and glad to be a part of it. So thank you, Mary.
All right, perfect. All right, so we're going to start our Q&A session. So our first question is going to go to the panel.
So Ken, maybe if you could help a potential investor help allay their fears, right? It's like an incredibly competitive space.
Yes.
How do you guys get your share of voice and kind of foot in the door? Help us understand.
Sure. So what is really interesting about the beauty space is that it has had a huge shift in the last 5 to 10 years. Whereas in 1995, when you walked into a store, you saw a handful of really big brands like L'Oreal and Revlon. What's happened in the last 10 years is what I call the rise of the indie brands. So over 100 indie brands have launched in the last 2 years. And what's happening is that retailers are actually making space for them. So a CVS brought in 60 indie beauty brands into their stores last year. And they're actually kicking out some of the larger legacy brands in order to make space for it. So it is this phenomenon that is the rise of the indie brands. And Deloitte actually said in this article in the Wall Street Journal, small is the new big. The global brands are losing market share because the small, innovative brands are the ones that are coming out with these new products that consumers want to try and connecting with the consumers.
Okay, so you said you're going to be going for some patents for some intellectual property. Is that going to be on the transdermal mechanism, or because I am still with 200 indie brands, there's still a lot of competition even among that sector. So what is it that's going to prevent other people from doing what you're doing?
That's a great question, thank you for asking it. We will have IP on the transdermal technology in the face mask or the beauty industry. It'll be a use patent. And if anyone wants additional information, please come up to us afterwards and we can talk about it. Okay, thank you.
And I have to applaud that there's a company here at the Biotech Center that is not in the therapeutic drug area.
But it isn't therapeutic, it's very
I thought back to, we used to watch Saturday Night Live, they used to talk about, it's not how you feel, it's how you look, right? Marvelous, but in any case, it would seem that if you have an approved product here, that you want to also show some clinical evidence, the before and afters, and that you've done some studies on humans. Are you planning to do anything like that?
Thanks a lot for the question. Absolutely. Without some data or science, I don't think we have a great story. We have several tests that Green Street is doing to talk about permeation. We have before and after studies, photographs, and we'll be able to look and see which ingredients are getting to what level and really be able to come back to anyone and show them what these masks are doing. We know the science is imperative. And we have a new tagline. What's it?
For medicine,
Intersects the science with beauty. So we're all about the science and the beauty.
Rick, any questions?
Yeah, I'm interested at that intersection because it seems like your differentiation is really around these therapeutic claims, but as a cosmetic, you're going to be limited in what sorts of claims you can make in your marketing. So, do you have sort of an idea of what your what your pitch is going to be to the consumer? What are you going to say that is different from all these other brands which seem to indicate, and they're very fancy advertising, that they are getting into the skin?
Right. Yes. As a simple answer, we have a good idea of what we want to say to the consumer. And we're very aware of, coming from a pharmaceutical background, I know that you just can't go out and make statements that you can't back up. So, let me give you an example, like something like acne, right? There might be masks on the market with a product, it's sitting on the face, it's doing nothing. But we know transdermally we can deliver an ingredient under the surface through the epidermis to address acne at its root or source. So we have a whole list of claims and things that we want to say, but until we have data, we would be, just putting it out there. And I think what's really fascinating about this industry, and because I have more some of the medical side and Janet as more just a consumer, when she first started talking about this, she was saying like, so you mean if you drink collagen, it's not going to increase your collagen? I said, sorry, absolutely not. There's only one way to do that. So anyway, we're looking very seriously at providing data and science with the help of Green Street PHARMA.
and the consumer marketing message will always be about being able to truly deliver ingredients into the skin, which is what competitive products don't do. And the beauty of marketing today, whereas in the past, you had to spend lots and lots of money on big budget advertising dollars to run TV ads. These days, it's social media. So people are discovering brands. The consumer is educated and empowered through videos that she watches on social media. So what we're able to do is we're able to develop content, develop how-to videos that can be used as advertising with a direct click to buy. So she's a much more educated consumer, and she's getting her information directly from us.
We have time for about 2 questions from the audience.
Yeah, one clarification is, you signed an agreement with, med device company for 510K clearance and you'll buy 50,000 masks. When will that trial be done? When will it be complete? How many patients need to go through the trial? When will that data pop up?
I think that's a great question for us to have one-on-one and maybe, go ahead, say what you want to.
So this company is a strategic company that has filed for a 510K clearance on a medical device that's adjacent to this technology. So when they get their clearance, they've circled a purchase order for us to provide them professional masks post-procedure. So it's not a clinical trial that we're managing. Once they get their clearance, they will bundle with a single-use disposable device our post-procedure mask.
Great.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the audience?
Could you comment about whether you can introduce polar compounds through this kind of technology?
I'm sorry, I wish I were able to answer that question. I don't know if Frank or Sanjay could address that for this gentleman.
I can just speak real briefly because we do the transdermal drugs and delivery. Most of the products that go into the patches, if you take it at a very high level, it could either be water or oils. So most of the ingredients that are actually really good in a transdermal that deliver through the skin are the oils, which are not miscible with a lot of the water-based face masks that are on there. I know that doesn't address your question precisely, but hopefully that gives you a general idea.
Great. Well, hats off to you, great presentation, and thank you very much for being here.